How can I make my man feel desired by me? Well, the first thing that I would say is, do you desire him? You can't make him feel desired if you don't actually desire him. If you do desire him, how are you showing it? Are you the one sending a flirtatious text? Are you the one taking his shirt off? Have fun letting it express. I recently received an email from a new listener. She found my podcast and wrote, "I've enjoyed a few of your episodes and am searching for some that can give me tips on how I can make my man seen and feel needed and desired by me. Can you recommend anything?" And I haven't actually ever recorded on this topic, and I'm not aware of anyone else doing so either, because this is actually a fairly sophisticated question. I mean, if it's asked in frustration, like, why won't he just see that I'm glad we're together? No, this is a much more nuanced, sophisticated, loving, high-level question when you have a good, solid relationship and you want to dial it in and tweak it. It's the difference between being perfectly in tune and being a little bit out of tune, which most listeners won't notice. But if you're a virtuoso violin player, you will, and you will work on it and fix it. So I'm taking this question from this listener as much more about wanting to be a virtuoso spouse, partner, lover, and companion. Now, when it comes to how can I make my man seen and feel needed and desired, those are three very different things. They feel all related, but I'm going to address them differently. So let's start with how you can make your man feel seen. Well, let me first of all say that you cannot make him do anything, and you certainly cannot force an internal experience upon him. You can be an invitation to him feeling seen. You can focus on really deeply seeing him and also focus on how you can convey that so it makes it easier for him to experience it. And if there's a gap in how and whether or not he feels seen, you can't completely close the gap on your own. To make this point, I just want to say that I had a very challenging relationship with my father. Mostly, I did not feel seen, respected, connected with, appreciated after my parents' divorce when I was 9. And this has been a source of great sorrow for me over my life. But the point that I want to say is maybe 6 weeks before he died, while I was an intern, we were talking on the phone, and there was a lot of healing in the last 2 months of his life between him and me. And he said to me, "Alexandra, I love you." I had enough emotional maturity and emotional intelligence and objectivity to be able to very clearly perceive that he really meant it. He wasn't faking it. It was genuine. He was really telling me the truth that he loved me. And I also was attuned enough to my own experience to realize that I couldn't feel it. It was like he said it and it came to me and it just sort of fell off. I didn't know how to have it come into me so I could really experience it. And that is because I was armored. And I am immensely grateful for that exchange, because then in the months and years to come, I could let go of my own armor and open up to feeling loved by my father, who was genuinely telling me he loved me. So I share that story because, yes, I want to help you, any one of you who wants your man to feel more seen and appreciated, needed and desired. And I also want to be very clear that you can go as far as you can go. And then he needs to be open. He needs to find the place inside himself where he gets to be gratified by the quality of your attention. So keeping that in mind, I want to continue to give you guidance on what you can do, not to make him feel seen, but to actually see him. And that means bringing a kind of peaceful attention to him, notice him, observe him. What are the expressions on his face? What is his tone of voice? When does it look like he's not expressing himself? When is he laughing? What do you notice? Almost like a loving research subject, because there's a kind of quality of objectivity that comes when you really see another human being. You're not judging, you're not wishing they were different. You are compassionately perceiving them and in deep acceptance of who they are. So that's the first thing, is to really up the ways in which you see him. And of course, what I'm saying goes in the other direction if you're wanting to see your wife and have her feel that. So pay attention to how you feel when you're seeing him. And notice when maybe you have a particular desire or you want to be seeing something. And so it clouds your judgment or clouds your view. So learn to not ignore your own desires and sensations and preferences and frustrations. No, you want to honor them, but don't let them get in the way of seeing your husband for who he is, as the striving, simple, complicated, kind, introverted, extroverted man that he is. However he is, see him and see him with appreciation. And if you let the feeling permeate you of seeing and appreciating who he is without a lot of conversation, but also not just in silence, expressing in a way that is calibrated for him. He might like a lot of words. He might not. He might prefer that you just gently put your hand on his shoulder from time to time as a way to express, I see you. So what I'm really guiding you to do is to peacefully, compassionately up your attention so that you really genuinely do see him. And when you do, as a result of seeing him, you will be inspired and have some new possibilities for how to express that to him that are going to be successful because you see who he is and therefore can appreciate how he would want you to convey that. How can you make your man feel needed? You know, this is a very tricky thing because most of the time you don't need him. As a grown woman, you should be able to manage on your own. So there's like in terms of taking out the trash and getting the oil changed and cooking, or I don't know what it is that you appreciate him doing for you. But the point is, you could do it. And so when it comes to really needing him, it's actually a very vulnerable communication. And it's less about, I need you, and more about, my life is so much better with you in it. I can't imagine making these decisions about our children without you. I can't imagine how my life would be if you didn't challenge me the way you do. I need you for my own growth and becoming. I don't need you to take out the trash, but boy, do I appreciate that you do it. And I think when it comes to expressing that you need him, it really is about needing him to co-create the growth experiences, the gratification, the joys, the sorrows, and the pleasures that you experience together, which contribute to who you are. Now, I want to add that one of the most important things that I can say is that so often men are acknowledged for what they do. And my husband told me some time ago, he actually sent me a reel and said, this really speaks to me. And in the reel, it was making this observation that by and large, men are measured by and rewarded for what they do. And a healthy, emotionally intelligent man wants to be acknowledged for who he is, not just what he does. So I really encourage you to think about shifting your mind and attention to appreciating who he is as well as what he does for you, and making a point of expressing yourself so that comes through. You know, being a relationship and intimacy expert, I express appreciation for my husband. I have for years. But when he and I had this discussion a few years ago, it was actually very enlightening, because after that, I noticed that every time I wanted to express appreciation and acknowledgement, 90% of the time, I was acknowledging him for something he did. It was easier to do that. It felt more concrete. It felt more objective. Otherwise, I would be saying something about how he made me feel, but then it's about me. And so I have found it a beautiful stretch to learn to acknowledge my husband for who he is. So instead of just saying, I appreciate the way you provide for us, I appreciate the way you do this or that, I appreciate the way you help me think this through, to really add into my vocabulary, you are such a good man. You are such a good husband. You are a good father. You are incredible the way that you lead your department. I could say, the things you have done show such incredible leadership. Or I could say, you are an incredible leader. Now, I wouldn't only acknowledge states of being, definitely continue to include acknowledgement of what he does. But I think that this will really up his experience of how you admire and appreciate and are grateful for him. Then when it comes to how can I make my man feel desired by me? Well, the first thing that I would say is, do you desire him? Because you can't make him feel desired by you if you don't actually desire him. If you do desire him, how are you showing it? Are you the one sending a flirtatious text? Are you the one looking at him in that way? Are you the one taking his shirt off? Like, I think the real issue is, if you feel desire for him, then don't restrict yourself in expressing it. Don't worry about needing to be a good girl or being too slutty or being too forward. If he wants to feel your desire and you already feel it for him, have fun letting it express. And actually, if you're just thinking about it and letting it saturate you and not trying to dial it down or pretend it's not there, that already is something that he will feel. And it's really important that you ask him. You can say, I really desire you, or I really love having you in this life with me. I feel that way. What would have you feel that it's true? And then you listen and you don't rush the answer. And if he says, I don't know, then you can say, no problem. I've been thinking about it because I want you to have that experience, because I really do feel that way. Would you please think about it and let me know? And I might ask you again, because together we're going to solve this so that you feel seen, needed, and desired by me, because I see you. I'm going to see you more and more, and I'm going to learn to convey how I feel about you. But I need your feedback so I can be successful. So when you feel seen by me, would you let me know in the moment or afterwards so I know when it's going well? So this is my introduction to the absolutely fantastic terrain of being an empowered, self-aware, emotionally intelligent, sensually sovereign woman wanting to communicate to your man how important he is in your life. Such a worthwhile communication to make, such a worthwhile skill to develop.